Forget about him. Alan, you're in. Come on.
All right. Now, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night.
And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure that they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Well, good morning, everybody. Woo! A little frost on the pumpkin this morning. Layered up. Layered in the 30s this morning. Definitely some frost on the pumpkin. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Manager mailman. This for a couple weeks. Yes, to be more on that. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. But good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this Wednesday, hump day. Yes, indeed. The day after the trade deadline, NFL trade deadline, we were hoping to be at the beginning of the year. I had us at 5-4. 5-4, yes. I had us at 5-4. Well, we're not at 5-4. We are at 3-5-1, I believe. Yeah, because we lost the Carolina game, but we tied, so we were down a half. But then we lost this game. Yes. Yep, that's it. So, not where we wanted to be. But let me ask the Cowboy fans a question. Take this season aside. Obviously, the odds of us making the playoffs. Wow, look at that moon. The moon is big. Love it. Cosmos moon. If you know, you know. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get a good look at that moon. Ooh. And the way you look tonight. Sorry, I just woke up, but Frank, come on, Frankie, hold up. Oh man, let me see if I can get it when I turn. Oh yeah. Let's see that, baby. Look how bright that moon is. Anyway, I tried. It didn't work out too great, but love it when I was wondering why it was so bright this morning. I was like, wow, it's really bright. I loved it. But if I were to tell everybody that we have two options, okay? You have two options. You could be 5-4 with the defense. The way it is, 31st in the league, third down defense. Our actual defense was better last game. It really was. Third down defense was horrendous. Again, linebacker core is arguably the worst. There was a good one. Shit, I should have got that one. But, or 3, I get it. 2 less losses. Less wins, but only one more, a half a loss more. 3 or 1 loss more. 5-4 or 3-5. 3-5-1. Yeah, I mean it's not great, but again, do you really thought we were doing anything anyway? Or you go out and you get a Quinton Williams to go next to. Well, first let's start with the linebacker out of Cincinnati, Logan Wilson. Again, everybody's making their comments. Go look at him. Use your eyes. Again, they were going young. It's a disaster. You'll see. The dude is a natural for what Dallas needs. He's signed up for multiple years. Logan Wilson, 6'3", 225. is going to be a much needed upgrade over Kenneth Murray. I guess Kenneth Murray is not going to be cut. I guess not. I mean, Mozzie, sorry, he gone, but more on that in a second. Logan Wilson is going to come in here, hit the ground running, flow downhill, fill the gaps properly, not be like assignment. He's going to be assignment sound. I mean, is it going to fix everything? No, but you bring in a Quinnen Williams, who Dallas, as I made the video 3 weeks ago, I just put it out there on Twitter to Quinnen. I said, I told you 3 weeks ago you were coming to Dallas. So it made too much sense. Dallas went to the Jets first. Now listen up, Terrence Parsons. Listen up to this part of it. It has come out that now I don't know if they were offering what they were offering, the 2 number ones, but the Jets did not want to pay $47 million a year to Micah Parsons. I repeat, Terrence Parsons, the Jets did not want to pay that. So, listen, congratulations. You got unbelievable generational wealth. That's fantastic for you and your family. Nothing personal, but when it comes to the Cowboys, I know, Cowboy, where you going? Slow it down. It's called my man coming out hot. Yeah. It's called a yield for a reason, jerky. Sorry. Where the hell was I? Yeah. So they did not want to pay the $47 million, and listen, if Green Bay goes on to win the Super Bowl, then it's worth it, right? It is worth it. But if not, well, I would say they would think that it would have been a mistake, right? Let's fast forward 4 years. Does Green Bay have a Super Bowl? Sure as hell ain't looking like it right now, the way they played against the Panthers at home, no less. We'll see what they do against the Eagles. Interesting game. Very interesting game. We'll see what they do against the Eagles. You know my thoughts about Green Bay. We're rooting against you. Sorry, I can't root for you, brother. So, stay tuned on that. But Dallas went to the Jets first for Quinnen Williams. And then they weren't going to do the deal unless Kenny Clark was involved with Green Bay with the 2 number ones. That's what they got. So now you fast forward, you get Kenny Clark and a Quinnen Williams. I think it's wonderful. Locked up for multiple years. If you take your thinking cap and put it on, wonderful move. Dallas still has 2 number ones this year. They still got 1 of the number ones next year. The Jets get to pick. The Jets gets to take the better of the 2 picks next year. So that's fine. You lose your number 2 this year. Okay. Not a problem for me. And you get Logan Wilson for a 7th. We had multiple 7ths. So it's a win-win. Again, I think it's a move to help you immediately, but it's also a move going forward. Very, very happy with the trades. That's the guy I've wanted all along. I know a lot of my people wanted Jeffrey Simmons. I like Jeffrey Simmons. But if you look at multiple, not just PFF, Quinnen Williams is the number 1 run stuffer this year in the NFL. He's first in a few categories. So you go out, you get yourself. I'm not going to argue, well, he's the best. No, he's top 5. I think top 5 is fair. I think top 5 is very fair as far as what they are. So I picked a bad time to come to Duncan's. Come on, man. But yeah, so now let's fast forward to the Birds. I just was reading an article where they were talking about Jair Alexander. We talked about taking a flyer, the Cowboys, on Jair Alexander. He was on the open market. He was cut. Again, he has fallen from grace. Hasn't played well. He's only played in 2 football games this year. So we'll see. His rating is in the hundreds. He's not very good football player right now, but, you know, like I was telling some people, YouTube Jay Cap a lot. I love Philly 500. He's a part of the channel, but everything is through rose-colored glasses, and that's the way it should be, right? I'm a little more, but I can't argue. He's killing it, so there you go, brother. But how we stole him and all this stuff, we'll see. We'll see about Jair. I do agree with Philly 500, though. It's a low risk, high reward. Not really impressed with none of the moves the Eagles did other than Jalen Phillips for this year. I don't believe Jalen Phillips stays with the team long term unless he goes off. But then you're going to make a decision. I don't think you can keep them all. So we'll see. I'm not negative, but interesting. But they're going all in. You have to respect it. You have to respect it. You have to respect it. She's too busy to say hello. So, but you have to respect it. You definitely have to respect the fact that they're trying to win another one. They see what I see. Now, I think Dallas is a little too far. Dallas has to go on a run. Dallas has to go 6-2 to have a shot. I think they can. I know people say they have this tough schedule, but you have to... Listen, you got to beat a couple tough games. I'm not going to totally put it out there. I have a few people say, oh, you're giving up on Dallas this year. No, I'm going to a game. I'm spending money to go see my team, just like last year. But they're relatively healthy. So, again, we're starting to lose some of the excuses here. For those of you who want Matt Eberflus gone, well, you add a Quentin Williams, you add a Logan Wilson, you add a Savone Ravel, and you add a DeMarvion Overshown over the next 8 games. You can't fix this defense. It ain't all the players. It's you, brother. It's you. So look at it from that perspective. This is an opportunity for Matt Eberflus to say, wait, I want to be here long term. I'm hearing, I know Primetime Phil texted me. We look at all the pieces they put together, it really is shaping up to be a good 3-4 defense, right? And we could talk about that more on his next live, but he will break it down for you. Ex-quarterback, how they can play, what positions each one can play to be a perfect 3-4. I don't know that Eberflus would do that. I just don't know. I'm speculating greatly, but look at all the teams that have had success against the Cowboys this year. Arizona, 3-4. Carolina, 3-4. Was Chicago a 3-4? Put in the comments. Does Chicago run a 4 linebacker? I don't think so. Let me see. Chicago. Eagles don't. Giants don't. Washington? I don't think so. I don't know. Put in the comments. Who else did we lose to? We lost to Arizona. Oh, yeah, right. That's it. Arizona, Carolina. We lost to the Birds. And somebody else. Yeah. We don't do well against a 3-4 front. I kind of feel sorry for Breeze Hall on the Jets. Breeze Hall reached out and was like, guys, you're leaving me hanging. You know, you're leaving me hanging. Sauce Gardner, gone. Quentin Williams, gone. Why wouldn't you trade Breeze Hall? I guess they weren't willing to give up on Breeze Hall for the lack of interest. I think Breeze Hall is an exciting player, so I don't see what the issue is. With Breeze Hall, but the way Dallas is treating Jaden Blue, I wouldn't have minded Breeze Hall. But speaking of Dallas and drafting, now that Mozzie Smith has gone, they basically saved for his contract is over. It was $4.5 million coming into the year, Mozzie Smith. By trading him now, you saved a little over $2 million, 2.5, something like that. Or maybe, no, I guess it would be half. Yeah. About $2 million. Hold that thought. I'm at the second window, yes, because I bought munchkins for the clerks in there because I'm a good guy. And, geez, it's been a while since I bought a dozen donuts. It's really almost $14 for a dozen donuts. Dunkin' Donuts donuts are horrible, too. Sorry, Dunkin'. Your donuts aren't that great. They're getting smaller and smaller. The price is going higher and higher. You know who's got good donuts? Tim Hortons got good donuts. Tim Hortons we have a Tim Hortons not about a half hour from my house, but whenever we're down there, we get some donuts from Tim Hortons. Dense, solid donut. It's a quality item. Not to mention the coffee beats Dunkin's. But supposedly America runs on Dunkin'. Meanwhile, it runs late. That's all I know. It runs friggin' late. Jesus. Come on. But anyway, so we'll see. Dallas has a bye week. We're getting ready for Vegas next week. Thank you. All right, you too. We got a large holiday cup, original blend. We got the munchkins. Listen, you can't come up with a Thanksgiving box. You can't come up with a Thanksgiving box. You really can't. We got to go right to Christmas. As soon as Halloween's over, I'll go right to the Christmas season. I love Christmas. I love Christmas music. Trust me, I do. But Thanksgiving is an underrated holiday. Thanksgiving's a beautiful holiday. So, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, going forward here, as we have the final 8 games, the Cowboys, they come out. I'm not making blanket statements. Raiders, you need to beat the Raiders. Raiders play Thursday night this week against Buffalo. Probably another loss. Raiders should have traded Max Crosby, but hey, good for Max. I'm glad we didn't get Max because I don't want to give up 2 ones. I'd rather keep our 2 ones next year, get a couple studs, hopefully, knock on wood. And we still got our one next year, A1 next year. The lower of the 2 picks we get between Green Bay and Dallas. So that's fine. You expect Dallas to be better next year. I liked what Dallas did. I wouldn't have given Green Bay the option. I wouldn't have given the Jets the option, but they probably weren't going to let him go. And my guess is giving Green Bay the option of the better of the 2 picks between Green Bay and Dallas next year, that they had to take on Mozzie Smith. And speaking of Mozzie Smith, there was only 2 players left from that draft, Drew. You like to say we don't draft good? Well, that year we did not draft good. Now, we could talk about the draft another day, because I was looking at your draft, a recent draft. It's not very good too, but ours ain't good. So I will. The 2023 draft was not good. We have 2 players remaining from the draft. One of them, nobody's a fan of. Just dropped the ball. Luke Schoonmaker. Thought maybe he might be on the move. Takes 2 to tango, honestly. Luke Schoonmaker was not on the move. So, and DeMarvion Overshow. Now, if you told me, if DeMarvion goes on to be a Pro Bowler, then I would say, okay, you got a Pro Bowl player. So at the end of the day, how bad, I understand it's not good. You want multiple, but okay, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy. So the 2023 draft, as I sit here today, has been a total failure. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. The Mozzie's gone. Quinnen in, big upgrade. But as far as the remaining schedule, we got the Raiders. in Las Vegas with all these new pieces. No excuses. Go win the football game. Then it starts. And then the 3 weeks from hell starts. The Eagles on Sunday at home. You got to win that game. You can't get swept by the Eagles. The Eagles are the better football team, no doubt. But as we say, divisional game in Dallas. Hopefully you're coming off a big win against the Raiders. All of a sudden the NFL's like, well, Dallas has got to go on a run. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. You got to play the Eagles at home. And then you got to play a team who's playing very, very good football, albeit in a loss. Seems like Buffalo always beats them in the regular season. Buffalo will probably lose to the Chiefs in the postseason. Maybe not this year. But it seems like Buffalo beats the Chiefs in the regular season and then loses in the postseason to the Chiefs. So you play the Chiefs at home. So you got 2 home games in a row. Eagles and Chiefs on Thanksgiving. You got to win those games. Sorry, you got to win those games. If you really want to think you're still in it for this year, and then you go on the road to Detroit, I don't give a shit who they got playing. That's a tough game. I'm not predicting that. The next 3 games, okay, I can see a world where you win. I'm not saying you're going to win. I say I can see a world where you can. In Detroit, I'm not looking at that world because you haven't been able to beat Detroit like Arizona, the Cardinals, in forever. So, and then once you get through the Detroit game, then you come home for 2 more. You come home for Minnesota at home. It's not a given, but it's at home. And you play the Chargers at home. Not a given, but it's at home. Again, it's not out of the realm that you win some games and get to 8, 9 possibly. 9 would be crazy. But it's not likely, people. It's not likely. I'm just telling you there is a world. So stay tuned. You're not over. The only reason why this may even be possible is because you go out and you get a Quinnen Williams. The only reason. And a Logan Wilson. You literally pull the green dot off the field. When does that happen? That's how you know it's playing bad. A world where I have a linebacker core of DeMarvion Overshown, Logan Wilson, and Shamar James? Well, that is a fast linebacker core. And Logan Wilson is way better than Kenneth Murray, at least for my money right now, seeing how Kenneth Murray is just out of position all over the place. So it'll be interesting, everybody. We're getting to the point now where it's put up or shut up for this defensive coordinator. I like the moves for really one reason. All kidding aside, not kidding, but all playoffs are tough. I like it for one reason, everybody. And that is, okay, defensive coordinator, show me something. You got 8 games. Show me what you're made of. You're going to play some good games. Everybody knows we have arguably the toughest schedule coming down the stretch. What are you going to do? Are you a contender for next year? Maybe outside chance this year for the last wild card spot, which I don't see with all the good records in the NFC. I don't believe you're going to be a playoff team. But more importantly, do you deserve to be the coach next year? Sorry. You're fighting for your job, Logan. Logan, you're fighting for your job. So either Matt Eberflus is going to thrive with these guys moving forward, or they're going to be, or they ain't going to live and they ain't going to survive. They're not going to survive. I mean, I hope they survive. Clear! Poof!
What y'all, the second team?
We're the first team.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. See, that's more natural for us. You've been hanging out with this dude too long.
Bang!